What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and today I'm going to be talking about the 2019 summer anime. I got my tablet right here. I'm on my anime list, and what I'm going to do is just look through some anime, read the synopsis, and tell you guys which ones intrigue me. Now, pretty much it's predetermined which 3 anime I'm going to watch for this season because of the King of Anime podcast. And guys, if you don't know what that is, subscribe to See Tactics as well as Everything Animated, my fellow co-hosts. Subscribe to their channels as well as the Bento channel, which is also one of C's channels. Subscribe to them because we're going to be talking about a lot of the anime from this season. But the first thing we have is Donjion ni Dei wo Motomeru no wa Dachigateru Daro ka 2. Alright, and I think the English title for this anime is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon? I believe that's the name. And honestly, I dropped it first season, first episode, so second season ain't get watched. It's that simple. I'm not going to bother reading the synopsis. In fact, it doesn't even have a synopsis, but yeah, I'm good on it, and it's being done by JC Staff. JC Staff has been dropping the ball lately, so completely good on this. Next up, we have Dr. Stone, and this is another series I dropped around chapter 54 or 56, but I still will read the synopsis. One fateful day, all of humanity was petrified by a blinding flash of light. After several millennia, high schooler Taiju awakens and finds himself lost in a world of statues. However, he is not alone. His science-loving friend Senku's been up and running for a few months, and he's got a grand plan in mind to kickstart civilization with the power of science. So Dr. Stone is science-centric, and if science isn't your thing, Dr. Stone probably won't be either, but it has other things going for it, like the fights, the art. The art is done by Boichi, who is legendary when it comes to manga art. But for me, I feel like Dr. Stone just was not hitting on the aspects that I wanted it to, but hopefully the anime can rekindle my interest in the series. We'll see. Next anime we have is Arifureta Shokuyo Deisekai Saikyo. And the English name is Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest. Now, this is a series that my co-host C Tactics has talked about. He has said that this was an absolute disappointment, at least from what he's read. He said it was really good in the beginning, but then it fell off, all right? And he's warned me not to get into it, but I probably will just to see this catastrophic collapse. I mean, I want to see it. I want to see a train wreck, but let's read the synopsis. 17-year-old Hajime Nagumo is your average everyday otaku. However, his simple life of pulling all-nighters and sleeping in school is suddenly turned upside down when he, along with the rest of his class, is summoned to a fantasy world. They're treated like heroes and tasked with the duty of saving the human race from utter extinction. But what should have been any otaku's wet dream quickly turned into Hajime's nightmare. While the rest of his class are blessed with godlike powers, Hajime's job, Synergist, only has a single transmutation skill. Ridiculed and bullied by his classmates for being weak, he soon finds himself in despair. Will he be able to survive in this dangerous world of monsters and demons with only a glorified blacksmith's level of strength? That is the question. So yeah, like I said, since C Tactics said this is an absolute train wreck, I want to see it with my own eyes. That is the only reason why I'm checking this out, because honestly, just looking from the character designs, I mean, they look alright. But isekais aren't really my things. I mean, Shield Hero was alright, but isekais really aren't for me. But again, we'll check this out. Next up, we have Vinland Saga. And yes, I read that Vinland Saga is going to be the best anime for the 2019 summer season, at least in my opinion. Because Vinland Saga, that is that heat pack. But let's read the synopsis. For 1,000 years, the Vikings have made quite a name and reputation for themselves as the strongest families with a thirst for violence. Thorfinn, the son of one of the Vikings' greatest warriors, spends his boyhood in the battlefield, enhancing his skills in his adventure to redeem the most desired revenge after his father was murdered. As I said before, Vinland Saga is that heat pack. I won't speak too much about it. Just remember these words. Vinland Saga is going to be the anime for the season. Next up, we have Enen no Shobotai, and the English name is Fire Force. We're going to read the synopsis, but first I want to say that I've been hearing a lot about Fire Force. There is somebody in Freedom State Discord who talks very highly of Fire Force, but honestly, I don't know what has been about these shonen series, but I haven't been feeling them, so I'm just like, I'm skeptical going in, but let's read the synopsis. Year 198, the Solar Era in Tokyo, special fire brigades are fighting against a phenomenon called spontaneous human combustion, where human beings are turned into living infernals called infernals. While the infernals of first generation causes a spontaneous human combustion, later generations possess the ability to manipulate flames while retaining human form. Shinra Kusagabe, a youth who gained the nickname Devil's Footprints for his ability to ignite his feet at will, joins Special Fire Force Company 8, which composes of other flame users, as they work to extinguish any infernals they encounter. As a faction that is creating infernals appears, Shinra begins to uncover the truth behind a mysterious fire that caused the death of his family 12 years ago. I'm not going to lie, after reading the synopsis, Fire Force seems a lot more interesting. Like I said, I was really skeptical because it's been hyped up by other people that I know, but the synopsis seems solid. Next up, we have Toaru Kagaku no Accelerator, or the English name, A Certain Scientific Accelerator. And this is not getting checked out because I have already watched A Certain Scientific Magical Index. I think that was it. Yeah. I think that was it. All right, because it's like that one, and there's Railgun. I checked out Magical Index and I dropped it episode 7. That episode was really bad because it just did not make any fucking sense. So this ain't getting checked out. Not getting checked out. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up, we have Lord L. Meloy 2 Se no Jekenbo Rail Zeppelin Grace Note. And this is another anime I believe C-Tactics has talked about. I think this is the one that centers around Waver from Fate. So I'll read the synopsis. When Lord L. Meloy 2, the later Waver Velvet, gets asked to claim his inheritance over Ardra Castle, he travels there with his apprentice, Gray, to do so. But they are not the only ones called that way. The will of the previous owner states that the assembled contestants, including Luvia Gelita Eldefelt, must compete in a game of wits to win a castle. So it seems like the Holy Grail Part 2, but I'm down for it. Waver isn't one of my favorite characters in Fate, but he was pretty cool, so we're going to check it out. Next up, we have Isekai Cheat Magician, and off rip, just from the wallpaper and name, this series is not getting watched by me. But let's read the synopsis anyway, just for fun. As regular high school students, Taichi and Ren disappeared in a beam of light. When they came to, the two of them were already in the world of Swords of Magic. Finally getting away after experiencing an attack by monsters following the suggesting adventures, they headed on the path towards the guild. In the guild, the two of them find out they possess unbelievably powerful magic, thus that regular high school students transform into the strongest cheats. So they just are powerful motherfuckers in Isekai. I'm tired of that. I've had my fill of it. I've watched Sword Art Online. I watched Slime Daddy. I just watched Shield Hero. I'm done watching overpowered Isekai stories. I'm done. I'm good on it. So that's getting passed over. Now this anime is on some people's radars. It is Dumbbell na Kilo Moteru. And it's like a fan service weightlifting anime with girls, which, I mean, just that premise alone is kind of like intriguing, at least for me, because I am a man of fan service. But honestly, I'm not too interested because from hearing what C-Tactics has said about it, it's really, really like informative. And while that may seem good to people, I'm just in it for the fan service. That's it. I'm telling you, that's it. That's all I want. I don't need to actually know any workouts. I just want the fan service, which that's just me. I'm a degenerate. But let's read the synopsis. Sakura Hikibi is your average high school girl with a ferocious appetite. Noticing her clothes tightening in lieu of her slowly expanding waistline, she decides to look into enrolling in the nearby gym. There, she runs into a girl from her grade named Soryuin Akimi. Akimi, who has a muscle fetish, tries to get Hikebe to enroll in the gym despite its high ratio of macho men. Thankfully, a beautiful trainer, Machio, appears and unknowingly convinces her to enroll and starts her quest to a great body. Alright, so apparently Hikebe turns into a fat ass and she says, yo, I gotta work out. She starts working out and that ass starts a little fat, or it looks desirable and tight and nice and she gets abs. And yeah, but yeah, I'm just in it for the fan service. That's it. If I watch the first episode and the fan service is hitting on all fronts, then yeah, it'll get watched. But if not, I'm good. Next up, we have Kanata no Astra. This is supposed to be like a space anime, but let's read the synopsis. The year is 2061, where space travel is now possible and commercially viable. The students of Kyrat High School embark on their planet count. But soon after Group B5 arrived at their planetary campsite, a mysterious and unforeseen sand light spear warps its 9 members into outer space, stranding them 5,012 light years away from their home planet. With the discovery of an old unmanned spaceship nearby, the students must stay strong, manage their limited resources, and remain united in the darkness of space so that all of them can survive their long and likely perilous trek back home aboard the Astra. So this series seems very interesting. I've seen the preview of it and it looked very fan service heavy, which is kind of jarring considering what the synopsis gave us. The synopsis makes it seem like it's going to be some type of horror type of deal. Not necessarily like people getting murked and things like that, but if they're trapped in space, then you could or you would expect casualties, all right? But the preview didn't really seem like that. But this is an anime that's going to be on the King of Anime podcast, I believe, so this will get checked out regardless. This anime is called Bem, and honestly, I want to check it out just because it's called Bem. That's literally it. That's the only reason why I want to check it out. It's called Bem. But let's read the synopsis. Bem, Bella, Bello are ugly humanoid yokai who fight for justice. Why they had to roast them and call them ugly? They live among humans and protect them from evil yokai. The three find themselves ostracized from both humans and other yokai, but the three continue to fight in the hopes of one day becoming humans themselves. So these are ugly niggas who are fighting for humans. This kind of reminds me of the Claymore plot because they're apparently humanoid yokai that are fighting for humans, but they want to like be human. All right, it kind of reminds me of Claymore, but I haven't seen any previews for this or anything like that. I just want to watch it because it's called Bem. That is it. That's it. Last anime I'm going to read is Given. This anime was locked in by Everything Animated for the King of Anime podcast. The synopsis is very, very brief, so let's do it. It's stuck deep inside me, and I can't get it out of my head. Mafuyu's voice is an insane and dangerous weapon. That's the synopsis. So this is going to be a music boy band anime. That's all I got because the synopsis didn't give me anything. But that is it for the anime that that's just it for the anime that I looked over right here. I'm probably going to check out more than that, but I'm done with this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Satsuki the Savage, out. And you already know what time it is. Buttons on this motherfucker.
Wait on me like a fat bitch. Sidetrack with distractions. You might get patterns, bitch. I count up the stacks in this bitch. Better not relax for shit. Rats and shit. The rats be ready to snitch. I'm on the top of the wanted list.